Okay, I was asked a question about plateaus. When you're losing weight, everyone's going to have a plateau. It's just part and parcel of the whole journey. A lot of the time, you've just got to wait till it passes. You've just got to look at your diet, your exercise, everything you're doing, and just say to yourself, I know I'm doing everything right. I just need to keep going. Don't get disheartened. So I haven't lost any weight for a couple of weeks. So it's a waste of time. It's not. As long as you know you're doing all the right things, keep going. Keep doing what you're doing, and your body will catch up, and you'll start losing again. I promise. If you're not 100% sure that you are still doing all the right things, I say go back to basics. It's very easy to let bad habits creep in, and a lot of the time you don't really realise they're creeping in. So number one, and you'll hate this. I hated this. I've always hated this, but it's probably one of the best tools you can use in your fight against obesity. Keep a food diary for a couple of days or even a week, and go through it, and don't cheat it, because you're only cheating yourself. Write down every single thing you put into your mouth, everything you drink, everything you eat, because it's very easy to, and I do this as well, it's very easy to go, well, I'll have 2 Vita-Brits in the morning for my breakfast, and I'll put about a tablespoon of peanut butter in there, mix it all up with a bit of hot water and vanilla and cinnamon. That's what I like. I know it sounds disgusting. But then before you know it, you're having 3 Vita-Brits and a little bit more peanut butter, and then you're having 4 Vita-Brits, and because you're saying to yourself, well, I'm just putting hot water in it, I'm not putting milk in it, and I don't put sugar in it. So sometimes you need to reel it back a little bit. Keep a food diary. Be honest with yourself about exactly everything you're putting into your mouth. Work out the calories on it. If you're not having enough calories, you're not going to lose weight. And there are people who disagree with that. I can only speak for myself and what I have noticed over time with me. And if I don't eat enough calories, my weight loss stalls. If I eat too many calories, my weight loss doesn't happen. If I eat too many calories, I start regaining. You've got to find that balance, and I can't tell you what that number is. I'll make another video another time about how to work out how many calories you need for your body. You need to work out your BMI, and then you need to work out a thing called the Harris-Benedict equation, and it's all online. You can probably go and look it up. It factors in your BMI, your sex, your age, your activity level, and that'll tell you how many calories you need per day to maintain. Then to lose weight, you reduce it by 500 calories per day to lose half a kilo a week, or you increase it by 500 calories a day to gain half a kilo a week. For me, I can't go under 1200 calories. If I go under 1200 calories a day, weight loss stalls. If I keep it between 1400 1500 calories, I lose weight. So check that. Another thing is to make sure that you are still drinking plenty of fluids. And again, there's formulas you can look up online that will tell you, going by your body weight and your activity level, exactly how much water you need in a day. But nice round figure for most people is about 2 litres a day. A lot of people struggle with that. A lot of people will tell you that for every cup of tea or coffee you have to have another glass of water, because the caffeine negates the fluid. That's all been debunked. That's not true. So count your tea, count your coffee, count your hot chocolates. I like my Jarrah coffee, my Jarrah hot chocolates. I shouldn't really have any kind of fluids with calories, but they're my vice. They're my special treat. And then herbal tea, and then that's my Daggy Tupperware container that I put my diet cordial in. And this is the system I use, because I find 2 litres, it's a little bit too hard to remember. How many mils did I have in that? How many mils did I have in that? That holds around about half a litre. And so, a cup is 250 mil. So I call this 2 units. So I try to get in 8 units a day. So if I get in 2 of these in a day, and that's not too hard for me to do because I just carry it around with me everywhere. 2 of these, that's 4 units. I'm half done. And then we've got, my cup of hot chocolate or my cup of coffee or whatever. These hold 250 to 300 ml. So I call this a unit. So if I have a coffee, tea, hot chocolate, that's another unit. Just, by the way, that's not my name. That's another story. So yeah, I try to get in 8 units. If I can get in more, great. And I've found very often that if my weight loss stalls, and then I stop and I think, have I been having enough fluids? No, I probably haven't. And if I just up my fluids to 2 litres a day for a few days, initially your body holds on to it because you'll be a bit dehydrated. So your body will hold on to all of that fluid. But then after a couple of days, it just all lets go, and you'll know when that happens. And then the weight starts coming off again. Now they say you should also take into account the fluid in your foods. If I start doing that, if I start trying to calculate how much fluid was in half a banana and how much fluid was in 2 strawberries, and just you'll go crazy. Just get your 8 units in with your water and stuff. A lot of people, particularly through winter, don't want to drink water. I don't want to drink water through winter. It's cold, it's not nice, I want warm drinks. So what I do is put a bit of cordial in it, diet cordial, and I make it like coffee. So I put hot water in it. Makes it much easier to get down. And also if you are having drinks with calories in them, you've got to take those into account when you're counting your calories, because they can really add up. Even your diet cordials, I mix mine up quite strong. So one of my daggy things that's got about 20 calories in because I like it strong. The other factor you need to take into account is your exercise. Number 1, are you exercising? Now sure, you can lose weight without exercising. Easy, just eat less. I don't think it's a really good idea. Someone actually said to me when I was getting close to my goal weight, they said to me, oh, only 2 kilos to go and then you don't have to go to the gym anymore. And I thought, no, I still need to go to the gym. I need to keep my fitness up, and I need to keep myself strong. I need that as part of being healthy for the rest of my life. So it's just good, no matter what weight you are, wherever you are, it's a good idea to exercise. Now if you do regularly exercise, change it up. When you exercise, just say you go to the gym and you do half an hour on the bike, and then you go and do 20 minutes of weights and 10 minutes of stretching, and you do that same routine every single time you go to the gym. Your body adapts to that, and your body becomes more efficient at it, so it begins to burn less calories doing the exact same exercise. So mix it up. If you normally go to the gym and get on the treadmill for 20 minutes, go and get on the bike instead for 20 minutes, or get on the cross trainer for 20 minutes, or do a bit of high intensity interval training instead. Just mix it up, and then if you're doing weights, just do them in the reverse order. If you always do your upper body weights first, go in and do it differently. Go in and do all your leg weights first, and then your upper body work, or do your planking first, or your squats first, or whatever. Mix it up so that your body doesn't get used to the same routine every time, or just go and do something completely different. I found when I've gone and done something that I don't normally do, like I go to the gym regularly, but every now and then if I do something different, if I go, I'll go and do a yoga class, or I'll go and do some laps, or I'll go and do the 1,000 steps in the dandenongs, it gives it like a boost. I always notice there's a big difference. So that can help as well. Change things up. Do things a little bit different. Don't let your body get too used to the same exercise all the time. I think that's about it. That's what I have found has worked for me. And then if you evaluate all that, if you evaluate your diet, your exercise, are you drinking enough, and you're still plateauing, at least you know that you're doing everything right. And just wait. Just wait. And especially as you're getting closer to your goal weight, it gets harder and harder and harder, and your body will hit a weight that may or may not be your goal weight. It'll get to that set point where that's where your body wants to be, whether you want to be there or not. And you can change that. I haven't done much research on that because my body stopped losing weight when I got to the goal weight that I wanted to be. But I can probably do some research on that at some time. So you just be patient. Just be patient. All plateaus end eventually.